An employment termination appeal letter can be one of the most important documents in your employment situation, because if your appeal is unclear, emotional, unsupported, or fails to properly address the reason for termination, the decision may remain unchanged. This could affect your income, professional reputation, future job opportunities, employment record, benefits eligibility, or your ability to correct misunderstandings or procedural issues that may have influenced the outcome. This letter is your opportunity to professionally present your side of the situation, explain important facts or circumstances, respond to the employer's concerns, provide supporting evidence, and request a fair and impartial reconsideration of the termination decision. So here is how to write it. Sender information. This is the first part of the letter where you identify yourself. For example, James Walker, 2458 Meadowbrook Lane, Atlanta, Georgia 30303. james.walker@email.com. 404-5558147. This section establishes your identity and contact information. Make sure your information matches your employment records. Date, for example, May 24, 2026. After your contact details, include the date the appeal letter is written. This is important because employment appeals may involve internal deadlines and review procedures. Submit your appeal promptly after receiving the termination notice. Recipient information. This section identifies the department or person reviewing your appeal. You should include the Human Resources Department, Appeals Committee, Supervisor, or appropriate company office. For example, Human Resources Department, Brightline Manufacturing Corporation, 785 Corporate Plaza Drive, Atlanta, Georgia 30305. This ensures your appeal reaches the correct reviewer. Verify the company's internal appeal process before submitting your letter. Subject line. The subject line clearly identifies your appeal. This helps management quickly classify and review your case. For example, subject, appeal of employment termination decision. This immediately establishes the purpose of your letter. Keep the subject line clear, professional, and direct. Salutation. This is your formal greeting. For example, Dear HR Manager. This keeps your letter respectful and professional. Use the reviewer's name whenever available. Opening paragraph. In this paragraph, you formally state your appeal. You should mention the company name and the termination date. For example, I am writing to formally appeal the decision regarding the termination of my employment from Brightline Manufacturing Corporation, communicated to me on May 10, 2026. This immediately explains why you are writing. Keep your opening direct, factual, and professional. Request for reconsideration. Here, you respectfully request another review of the decision. This section explains that important information may not have been fully considered. For example, I respectfully request reconsideration of this decision, as I believe there are important facts, circumstances, or procedural concerns that may not have been fully considered during the termination process. This establishes the basis of your appeal. Maintain a respectful tone even if you strongly disagree with the decision. Reason for termination section. This is where you directly address the reason provided for termination. This is one of the most important parts of the letter, because your appeal should respond specifically to the employer's stated concern. For example, according to the termination notice, my employment was terminated due to attendance concerns. I would like to respectfully address this matter and provide additional clarification. This shows that you are responding directly to the stated reason. Address the actual termination reason accurately and professionally. Clarification and explanation section. Here, you explain your side of the situation. You should provide factual explanation, context, or procedural concerns without sounding defensive or confrontational. For example, regarding the attendance concerns, I would like to explain that several absences occurred during a documented medical treatment period, and I had communicated these circumstances to management and provided supporting medical information where required. This provides important context. Focus on facts, documentation, and professional language rather than emotion. Employment contribution section. This section highlights your work history and contributions. This helps remind the employer of your professional performance and value to the organization. For example, during my employment with Brightline Manufacturing Corporation, I made every effort to fulfill my responsibilities professionally. My role as operations coordinator included supervising production schedules, maintaining reporting accuracy, and supporting departmental efficiency initiatives. This demonstrates your professional contributions. Mention relevant achievements, responsibilities, or positive performance history when appropriate. Corrective Actions section. If applicable, this section explains actions you have taken to address concerns. This can demonstrate accountability and willingness to improve. For example, I would also like to note that I have taken corrective steps regarding the concerns raised, including completing additional training, implementing attendance management measures, and ensuring full compliance with company expectations. This shows responsibility and proactive effort. Include concrete corrective actions whenever possible. Supporting Documents section. This section lists the documentation attached to strengthen your appeal. Supporting evidence can be very important in employment disputes. For example, to support this appeal, I have attached the following documentation for review: performance evaluations, medical documentation, attendance records, communication records, relevant policy documents. This strengthens your position with evidence. Organize attachments clearly and submit only relevant supporting materials. Requested Outcome section. Here you clearly state what outcome you are requesting. This makes your appeal specific and actionable. For example, I respectfully request a fair and impartial review of my case and consideration of appropriate relief, which may include reinstatement, reconsideration of the decision, or review of the disciplinary findings. This clearly communicates your request. Be specific about what resolution you are seeking. Closing paragraph. This is your final statement before ending the letter. You express appreciation and invite additional communication. For example, I appreciate the opportunities I had during my time with Brightline Manufacturing Corporation, and respectfully ask that this appeal be reviewed based on the information and supporting evidence provided. Thank you for your time, attention, and consideration of this matter. Please let me know if additional information or clarification is required. This maintains professionalism and cooperation. End respectfully, regardless of the circumstances. Sincerely, and employment information. Finally, end your letter with your formal closing and identifying details. For example, sincerely James Walker. Employee ID EMP-4 5821. Job title, Operations Coordinator. Department, Production Operations. Termination date, May 10, 2026. This helps reviewers quickly locate your employment file. Double-check all employee and case details before submission. Before we wrap up, here are some very important overall tips you should always remember when writing an employment termination appeal letter. Always stay factual, professional, and respectful. Address the exact reason for termination directly. Provide supporting documentation whenever possible. Explain relevant circumstances clearly, and avoid emotional accusations or hostile language. Most importantly, focus on evidence, procedural fairness, corrective actions, and the specific outcome you are requesting. So that's how you write an employment termination appeal letter step by step. As you can see, every part of this letter plays an important role in presenting a clear, professional, and evidence-based request for reconsideration. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Writing Practices, for more writing tutorials, and I'll see you guys in the next video.